Hello, and thanks for joining us. Issues with policing have again bubbled to the surface in Golden Valley as Chief Virgil Green was placed on leave.
As mayor, I want to express my deep disappointment regarding the recent concerns surrounding our chief of police.
The city placed Green on paid leave due to a complaint, but has not given more details. Green was hired as the police department was in the middle of a staffing crisis. More than half the force had left, and a report accused the department of misconduct and racism. Mayor Rosalind Harmon said she's worried about the impact more upheaval could have on police staffing.
We were given a rare opportunity to rebuild, to restore morale and trust, and to lead differently than we did before our downfall 2 years ago. Only time will tell whether or not our city is truly at risk.
Green was previously let go from 2 police chief jobs in Oklahoma and Arkansas. CCX News reached out to Green but did not hear back before this story aired. Brooklyn Park's outgoing public works director has pleaded not guilty to a series of sex crimes. Dan Ruiz was arrested last September on accusations of rape, aggravated sodomy, false imprisonment, and battery. He was recently indicted on those same charges. The city spokesperson says he's on leave and is resigning effective June 27th. A young mother shot and killed in a Minneapolis park has been identified as a resident of Brooklyn Center. 23-year-old Stagina Whiting was hit by gunfire at Boom Island Park on Sunday. 6 others were also injured. Police are trying to determine what led to the shooting. As we went to air Wednesday, no arrests had been made. Whiting leaves behind an 8-month-old daughter. A GoFundMe online fundraiser has been started for the family. The city of Robbinsdale is taking steps to lay down ground rules when it comes to camping on public property. The issue came up after someone set up a tent by the city's water tower downtown. According to city leaders, the city has a history of showing compassion to people who may be homeless. At the same time, there is also concern about safety. Under the proposed ordinance, no person would be able to set up any tent or temporary shelter on city-owned property, street, or public right-of-way.
If something happens where it's out of hand, then we do have rules in place, and it feels like that's kind of where this is the intent of this, which I appreciate.
In my mind, I play the what if game. What if the next temporary shelter goes up and the person in there is not safe?
The City Council approved the first reading of the ordinance change with the expectation of gathering more public input at a second reading, which is expected to happen on July 15th. For those of you who ride the bus, do the signs at a bus stop meet the needs of riders? It's a question Metro Transit wants input for.
This information was last updated about a decade ago. So really the goal right now is to identify what is most important to customers and non-customers when they arrive at a bus stop.
Certain bus stops around the metro, such as the one located in front of North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale, have signs that display the route numbers, a map of where the bus goes, and other information on how to contact Metro Transit. But with advancements in technology over the past decade, Metro Transit wants to know if the information on these signs still meets customer needs.
However, we also recognize that not everybody has access to a smartphone. So we really want to ensure that we're addressing those needs. And what is the information that people really need when they arrive at a bus stop to confirm that that's the stop, where they need to go, and which direction?
Metro Transit is conducting a survey that is available through June 15th. Installation of any new signage would take place sometime in 2026. A Brooklyn Park pet hospital is offering low-cost microchipping for dogs and cats at its clinic this Saturday. The clinic will have chips for $20, a fraction of what it typically costs to chip a pet. Dr. Carrie Graydon said the process is quick, painless, and makes a big difference if your pet were to go missing.
Pets are extremely important part of your family, and when we can help in the process of that reunion, it's a really good feeling. Everyone's happy, tears of joy. It's great.
The clinic is on June 7th from 1 until 4 that afternoon. Payments are cash only. There will be local vendors on site as well. Maple Grove Pups is also holding a low-cost vax and microchip clinic at its location this weekend. Finally, this segment, a Robbinsdale art exhibit that's open for interpretation.
I've always been fascinated with circles. For the most part, for me, the circle is a symbol of infinity, and art in itself is infinite.
That's artist Jeffrey Hansen explaining some of his works for the new exhibit in Flux at the Robbin Gallery. Many of the works you'll find are abstract. Others, like some of the pieces created by Laura Pereira, are more realistic and done by painting with hot beeswax.
That one is kind of inspired. Last summer, my husband and I took a Lake Superior circle tour. We went all the way around Lake Superior.
In Flux opens this weekend with an artist reception on Saturday from 3 to 6. We leave you now with more of what you'll see.
The state boys tennis tournament continues through Friday in Minneapolis. The team portion of the tourney started Tuesday morning.
State boys tennis, top-seeded Wayzata took on Sartell in the Class AA quarterfinals. Great start to the tournament for the Trojans. Number one singles player Aaron Badoon serves up an ace on Jack Mashad to begin play. Later in the first set, a pretty good rally here, but Badoon now in the far court gets Mashad on the run and then hits the passing winner. Badoon wins 6-1, 6-2. Number two singles, Ethan Turner of Wayzata serving to Sartell's Colin Rankin. A couple of strong backhand returns by Turner, and then he's able to tap the overhead at the net down for a point. He wins 6-0, 6-0. Number three singles, Shreyas Iyer of Wayzata on the far court rips a winner off the Elijah McCraw serve. Iyer also wins 6-0, 6-0. Number one doubles, the Trojans Regi Ranjith and Jacob Salisbury in the near court against Colin Otto and Dane Kenning. Ranjith hits one to the baseline, then Salisbury with a smash at the net gets the point. Wayzata wins 6-1, 6-0. Second doubles, the Trojans Thomas Pronzinski serving, and then at the net, Nolan Badoon handles the return for an easy point. Pronzinski and Badoon win 6-1, 6-1. Wayzata sweeps Sartell 7-0. The Trojans also beat Moundsview in the semifinals. We'll have highlights of their state championship match online Thursday at ccxmedia.org.
Wayzata and Maple Grove boys lacrosse was pushed from Monday night to Tuesday because of severe weather. The winner between the Trojans and Crimson would advance to the Section 5 final. Ches Moots has the highlights.
Wayzata the 1 seed in the 5A bracket, Maple Grove looking for an upset as the 4. First quarter, MG with possession, Ricky Peterson passed to Grant Jensen. Nice finish from Jensen, Crimson in front. Wayzata tied the game back up a couple minutes later. Will Maleka taking it himself. Good play by the senior captain. 3-3 the score after 1. Maple Grove got back in front to start the second, then they go up by 2 on this snipe from Peterson. Earlier this season, Peterson broke the Crimson all-time scoring career record. Trojans respond. Thor Sukup bounces his shot in off the ground. No goals scored in the final 9 minutes of the half. MG up 5-4 at the break. All Trojans in quarter 3. Cullen Brits going unassisted for the goal. Brits led the way with 4 points on the night. Still in the third, Sukup with another goal. This one a higher degree of difficulty. Goes off 1 foot and in. The Trojans scored 5 unanswered goals. The Crimson did make things interesting late. Ryan Smith, good shot and score. That pulled Maple Grove within 2 goals. But that's as close as they'd get. Bennett Brown with a great play here in the fourth quarter. Wayzata moves on to the 5A final. They'll take on Benilde St. Margaret's on Thursday. In Plymouth, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove rallied to beat Champlin Park by a goal late in the regular season in girls lacrosse. They met again in the Section 5 semifinals. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
After an hour and 45-minute weather delay, Champlin Park and Maple Grove face off in the Section 5 girls lacrosse semifinals. Sosie Van Wyk gets it to Riley Dunn for the goal, and Maple Grove is up 2-0 midway through the opening quarter. 35 seconds later, Miley Jurassic finds Elena Rail, and she turns to score, and the Rebels are within 2-1 after one quarter. Second quarter, Jade Isaacson to Dunn to Taylor Sukup down low for the goal, and it's 4-1 Crimson. Hadley Kudla gets it to Dunn, and she splits the D for a nice goal, 1 of 5 for Dunn, and it's 5-1. Good spacing here as Van Wyk finds Dunn for another goal, and the lead is 7-2 for the Crimson. Goalie Kiki Iverson has a good night too, making several good stops for Maple Grove. Fourth quarter as they spread the field and Sukup wins the one-on-one battle to score. Maple Grove dominates to win 10-3. They host Benilde St. Margaret's in the section final Wednesday. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.